Now, many of you already know that battery swapping station technology, it is a unique technology that Nio has as a competitive advantage over the new energy vehicle cars, right? Or new energy vehicle companies rather, right? Which is something that is very, very good. I mean, we know, or it does not have to be something that someone comes and easily convince you how convenient this battery swapping station is. We have seen it with our own eyes. So many of the users of Nio sharing their experience about this battery swapping technology, that it is indeed convenient. And the fact that now you've got other new players that are building battery swapping stations, it really validates and put a stamp that indeed this is the future of EV, or this infrastructure is the future of EV. I mean, talk about other companies that are building battery swapping station, which is CATL. Today they announced that they got or they have reached 700 battery swapping stations in China, and they are intending to get to 1,000 battery swapping stations in China by the end of this year. And next year, their target is to get to total battery swapping stations to 2,500. Now, CATL, you will know that it is the largest battery or EV battery producer globally. There is no company or no factory that can produce the kind of capacity that CATL is currently producing. These guys are the ones that are supplying Nio, all the new Nio cars with batteries. These guys are the guys that are supplying, I think, also Onvo cars, but Firefly, I think it's supplied by a company called Sunwoda. This shows you that all in all, look, CATL, they are supplying and it's not just Nio, they are supplying quite a number of new energy vehicle companies in China, which shows you their strong foothold onto this battery industry. And therefore, it sort of like also makes sense for them to tap into this battery swapping business, because to them it can even be better right now in the short term, because they are supplying the very same batteries that the people will be subscribing to utilize their battery as a service, will be buying batteries from them, or will be renting batteries from them, which is pretty good. But something that makes Nio to be superior to this one now is obviously, number one, the application, the software that Nio has incorporated or has put into their cars, their sub-brands, when it comes to battery swapping. It is done autonomously in a way that, because of the software that Nio is using for the car to communicate with the battery swapping stations, it makes it easier for Nio users, Onvo users, whenever they get to a battery swapping station. At the press of a button, the car drives itself in, completes battery swapping, and drives itself out. I have not seen a video of a car completing battery swapping onto CATL battery swapping station, but I doubt that they have got that, of course, software that allows that full autonomous swapping experience that the Nio users and Onvo users are getting. And I'm saying this because it's important, right, how this gets to be done. Because even if CATL is to develop software, it will mean that all of the partners which they have, they will need to get that software, that update, which obviously they might have to charge a fee on that. But for Nio users, Onvo users, Firefly users, that system is already in place to complete autonomous driving. Something very good also for Nio is that, yes, I know the current upper hand of CATL when it comes to battery swapping is that they are building these batteries themselves. But interesting enough, Nio, by the end of this year, they should also be building their own batteries in partnership with also CATL, I think, with what's the name of that other company? I forgot. But there are two companies that Nio has partnered with that will be helping them building their batteries, their own batteries. And this is going to be also the biggest game changer, because Nio will also be using their own batteries at their battery swapping station facilities, which is absolutely great. And this shows us where Nio could be. Look, Nio's target for battery swapping stations or total battery swapping stations in China this year was around 5,000. But the way things are moving, I don't think we'll get to 5,000, but rather maybe we might even end at 4,000, right? Which will still be good, but obviously next year we might get more, right? I mean, remember that Nio don't just deploy for the sake of deploying this battery swapping station, but they wait for the demand. If there's a region where they're accumulating Nio Envoy users and Firefly, and they see a demand in battery swapping stations, the numbers are matching, it will be a good ROI, they put a battery swapping station there. That's one thing that you must take cognizance of when you talk about Nio. They're not just deploying for the sake of taking out this battery swapping station, because this battery swapping station come at a cost, right? And in Europe, the Nio CEO has even flagged that for them to build battery swapping stations there, it's even way more expensive than the cost that they spent on building these battery swapping stations in China, which is something that, of course, you must come with strategies. You must try. Nio going to profitability, it's important that they don't just spend money recklessly and just deploy these battery swapping stations all over China, but they strategically deploy these battery swapping stations in line with the demand of the users that they are accumulating or that they are getting or receiving in that particular area, which is what Nio, I think, they are doing. I mean, as it stands, Nio has got like what, over 3,500 battery swapping stations, and CATL is still at 700. So Nio is still having a significant market share when it comes to battery swapping stations, which again shows you that Nio is king of battery swapping. It is good that CATL is also building battery swapping station, because this validates and confirms the massive potential of this technology, this infrastructure globally. I mean, we have seen how convenient this technology is. We have seen the benefits that comes with subscribing to battery as a service as an EV user. We know that it saves you a lot of costs, headaches of the things that might come on a battery after the warranty has expired. I mean, the new CEO has flagged something very important and said that, look, when you buy a car should last you at least 10 years. And most cars that you buy, after 5 years, the warranty falls away. And whatever happens to that car, you need to carry that cost. And now what will happen if you are owning an EV car? After 5 years, the warranty comes out and you have an issue with the battery. Remember, a battery does not come cheap on an EV. You are looking at something like $15,000, $20,000, up to $60,000 just for the price of a battery on a car. And therefore, if you do not have a maintenance plan, or your maintenance plan has expired, you need to be the one that take that money out of your pocket, which is not cheap at all. But now with this technology that Nio is providing, CATL is providing, you don't have to worry about the responsibility of whatever happens to the battery, because you know you are covered for a lifetime. This is what we know. This is what, of course, battery swapping stations brings or offers to those that subscribe to BUS. Seeing CATL also deploying their very own, I think it validates, like I said, it puts on a certificate globally to show the people all over the world that, look, battery swapping station is the future. In fact, in Europe, there is a company, I'm not sure, I forgot, I can't remember the name of the company, that is currently deploying battery swapping stations for the Fiat 500, right? So the EV Fiat 500 will be using battery swapping stations that are built by that company in Europe. But here's the thing, the total time that you spend on that battery swapping station, the Fiat 500 will be spending like 5 minutes. But when you come back to China, Nio, you spend on the latest generation battery swapping station, you are spending like 2.5 minutes. So you are spending half of the time that you spend there in European battery swapping station. I wonder how many minutes does it take for CATL's battery swapping station to complete a battery swap. I just forgot to check or do some diggings, but hopefully I will be able to share those diggings on one of the videos that I will do next time. But I just wonder, man, I'm saying this, I'm talking about the time just to show you where Nio has went and how far it is, right? It won't be easy for all the other companies to catch up to the kind of technology that Nio is at when it comes to this battery swapping, and therefore it makes Nio to be very much ahead of competition, which is absolutely great. But anyways, I don't want to make this video too long. Please like this video, please subscribe, please hit that notification bell, because it takes me some time to make videos like this. I'll see you on the next one. That is all from me, my dear friends, and God bless you all.